Hey everyone, it's Tom from EverydayGamers.com, and today I have a PSP collection video for you. Had a lot of new subscribers, and I've had some people, just asking and requesting that I do a PSP collection for you guys. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that for you. I haven't shown my PSP collection. Kind of surprised that I haven't done that at this point. So this will be my first PSP collection video. I also want to thank everybody who's been subscribing. Since I've done my 400 subscriber video, I've had about 44, 45 new subscribers, which is amazing in a week's time to get that number of subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and I thank every one of you for just coming over and checking this out. If it wasn't for you guys, I really probably wouldn't be doing all the videos that I'm doing. But this has definitely become something that is a regular part of my everyday. I love doing the videos, and sorry I haven't had one up in about 3 days, but I've been working on some different things, and some of those things haven't panned out. Hopefully I'll get those videos up here eventually if I can work out the kinks in them. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you my PSP collection and give you guys an idea of the games that I actually own for the system. Alright, so first we're going to deal with the games. I do have some UMDs that I'm going to show you as well, but we'll deal with the games first. The newest addition to my collection is Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? If you guys are familiar with the Disgaea series, Prinny is a character in the Disgaea series. This game came in a nice box, as far as the packaging and everything, and that was one of the things that drew me to it. But it's definitely a lot different than any of the other Disgaea games. With this, you do get a CD, and I don't know everything that's on the CD. Let me see if I can open this up and show you really quick. But you do get this nice CD, so it looks like it's a soundtrack of sorts. And then you get the game as well inside of the nice packaging. In all, I definitely recommend this game if you like platforming games. It's definitely a little bit harder, so there is a challenge to it, but it's fairly user-friendly, and you can pick it up and play it. But just be aware that there are some difficulties with this game. Next is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. This game here is awesome, guys. Even if you're not a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII series, or the original Final Fantasy VII game, or any of the Final Fantasy games, this is a totally different type of game. It's all real-time, so it's not turn-based, and it's more of an action slash RPG than it is than it is straight up RPG. So definitely one I highly recommend. Loco Roco. This is an awesome platformer for the PSP that uses the shoulder buttons to actually maneuver your character around the screen. As you hit the one shoulder button on the other, it tilts the entire screen and allows you to roll around, and then you collect little tiny these little tiny balls and make your character bigger, and then you can split them up to perform different tasks and stuff like that. But it's a really cool, kind of a cute game, but really fun platformer. Very original title. Another one, Space Invaders Extreme. Incredible remake of the original Space Invaders. This was done as part of their 30th anniversary, and it's got a lot of really unique gameplay to it. Very similar, well, not very similar, but the core mechanics of the game are still there. However, you get new weapons, some really interesting music, and some really cool features with this game. Hot Shots Golf Open T. This is one of my favorite golf series, and it's really well done on the PSP. I highly recommend it to anybody who's a fan of sports games or who really likes something that's kind of lighthearted. You've got these big-headed characters and these small bodies, and very easy to pick up and play, and a ton of fun. Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles. Finally, we were able to get this over here in the U.S. $30 is what I paid for it when it came out, and it also includes Symphony of the Night. Now, you have to play through the entire Castlevania Dracula X game in order to unlock that, but in all, it's a great Castlevania game, and definitely one that I would highly recommend to anybody who likes Castlevania. MLB 07 The Show. I actually don't own this game anymore, so I don't know why I'm showing it. But if you're a baseball fan and you want to pick up a game for a handheld console, the Show series is the very best. It doesn't get any better than this. and I'll tell you that this is one of the best baseball series that I've played. The Warriors for the PSP, remake of the PlayStation 2 and Xbox game. It is a brawler and has a pretty cool storyline. Obviously, this is a kind of a, I don't know if it's a sequel to the movie, but it does tie in with the original The Warriors movie. Made by Rockstar Games. Definitely a game that I would recommend. Tekken Dark Resurrection, one of the best handheld fighting games that I've ever played. I really do like the Tekken series. The graphics on this are incredible. It was one of the early PSP titles, and by far it is probably the best fighting game that I played on a handheld, and even better than a lot of console fighting games. Namco Battle Museum, or Battle Collection. This one has over 20 arcade classics, and they also do some remakes of some different games. You got a lot of really good classic games. The original Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Rally X, Miss Pac-Man, Mappy, Xavius. Just a really good collection of old school Namco games. So, highly recommend it if you like Namco and you like the old school classic games. Luminous, or Lumines. This game here is a puzzle game, really unique game by Q Entertainment. Just a lot of fun, and this was one of the first games that came out that a lot of people just picked up on the PSP because there wasn't a lot out there. If you like puzzle games and you like the Tetris style, this does things in a different type of way. Definitely recommend this one. Wipeout Pulse, incredible racing game, futuristic style. Little bit of a difficulty curve to it, but a lot of fun. And once you get down the racing controls, you really start to fall in love with this. It's got a great soundtrack and has a lot of really fun gameplay to it. A lot of different racing modes. So definitely check this game out. God of War: Chains of Olympus. Don't really need to say a lot about this game. This is an incredible God of War game on a handheld title. You don't really lose much going to the PSP with this game, and I definitely would say that this is a game that anybody who likes the God of War series, or if you like hack and slash at all, pick this up. It's it's on a small handheld game, but it's a full size game. Platypus. If you like shooters, this is a game that are shoot 'em ups. This is a game that you might want to check out. It's done by Mumbo Jumbo. The thing that drew me to this was the claymation and really cool visual and aesthetic style to this game. Something that I really enjoy. Also available on the iPod Touch or the iPhone. Metal Gear Solid digital graphics novel. It's just a digital graphics novel. But a really cool game, or a really cool digital graphic novel. Kind of introduces you to some of the things in the Metal Gear series. I only picked it up because I just felt like maybe the availability of this would dwindle a little bit. So I definitely say if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, you want to check this out. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Really good version of Grand Theft Auto for a handheld. Very surprising what they were able to fit into this game. I don't think it's quite as good as the newer Grand Theft Auto on the DS, but this is a lot of fun. Guitar Man Lives. If you never got a chance to play the original Guitar Man on the PS2, this is a game that I would recommend picking up. Kind of falls along the lines of, I'm trying to think, like a Parappa the Rapper. But just a unique, very interesting Japanese quirky style game, and really fortunate that we were able to get this on the PSP. And then I'll show you my collection of UMDs really fast. Entourage, Disc 1, Disc 2. This is the complete first season. Fun with Dick and Jane. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Jackass Volume 1. Kill Bill Volume 2. Lords of Dogtown. Saw 2, Family Guy, Volume 1, Seasons 1 and 2, Crash, Ghostbusters, Halloween, Hitch, Baby Boy, Hostel, really graphic movie, The Cave, Cowboy Bebop, Aliens vs. Predator, Aqua Teen Hunger Force 4, The Ali G Show, or Da Ali G Show, Disc 1 and 2, and finally Lord of War. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my collection. If you have any questions or you want to see gameplay on any of these, feel free to let me know. And sorry I had to go through this really quick, but I wanted to make it all in one video. So I'll bring you back another video here soon, and I will check you guys later.